Feeding India's millions is an enormous challenge in any time. Jim Axelrod has visited a New York chef with a secret recipe.
In a makeshift kitchen on the terrace of a New York City apartment,
these are one of the most interesting peppercorns in the world.
Chef Vikas Khanna's attention to detail is on full display, as is his trademark drive to get things right.
So how many versions of this dish did you go through in development?
7 in seasonings, 11 in terms of plating.
Looking at his pan-seared roasted squash with yogurt and beetroot powder, it's hard to argue with his approach, combining the tastes of his grandmother's Indian kitchen with classical French training to develop his own distinctive South Asian cuisine.
I like to combine Indian flavors and incorporate them in almost in a creative way.
And open some of the hottest restaurants going in New York and Dubai, and soon Beijing and Singapore.
But that is what the purpose of cooking is now. You should be cross the borders.
These days, crossing borders
Every woman gets this one bag.
is all Vikas Khanna thinks about.
Lentils, we're looking at 10 kgs.
Getting help to as many of the 400 million people in India forced into poverty by COVID as he can.
That is the true meaning why you became the chef. That is the reason that you were given all these trainings to be that one, to understand hunger so deeper.
And then to do something about it.
Find a solution. There is always a solution.
Chef Vikas!
Leveraging his fame back home as a Michelin-starred chef, author, film director, and entrepreneur, Vikas started Feed India.
Did you have any idea the size of the undertaking when you got started?
Do you think, Jim, anyone could envision the magnitude of this pandemic in the beginning?
He's assembled a coalition of food producers, distributors, even bureaucrats.
So they came on board. There was no financial transaction. Okay, what do you want? We want 100,000 kgs of rice. Okay, sir, it's coming here.
And from half a world away,
Amritsar is right on the border of India and Pakistan.
mobilized an army.
I put satellite kitchens together in 6 hours, and we had the food on the trucks in 8 hours.
Thank you.
Feed India has provided 50 million meals so far.
50 million meals.
50.
It's an extraordinary number.
They're served in shelters, orphanages, and from gas stations on roads where people are walking to work.
You are 7,000 miles from where you grew up. It's 9.5 hours time difference. How can you manage the logistics when you're so far away?
This is my mission, and I am not moving my eyes off anything. The lentils were done very creatively.
For now, Khanna has put all the other parts of his cooking empire on hold, with the voice of his mother always in his ear.
Everything you ever sold or got your awards, everything belongs to every single person in this country. You just took it and you served it to the world. So don't give me this excuse that this is not your problem.
So your mom was reminding you you have an obligation to do
Duty.
this.
She said this is your duty to feed India. That is the word where Feed India comes from.
He is seeking to nourish on a grander scale, filling the stomachs of millions in India, as well as his own soul here in New York.
You've written dozens of cookbooks, cooked for presidents. You've produced a movie. Where does this effort rank for you in terms of satisfaction?
Number one. Number one.